Yo guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another Star Wars Battlefront video. Now in today's video we're going to be talking about the best class setups possible for the Battlefront game modes Supremacy and Walker Assault, which are obviously the two biggest game modes in Star Wars Battlefront. So the best way I'm going to start this off is to go through all primary weapons which I think are the best, the star cards which are the best, and then these charged star cards which are the best. So the best primary weapons I can think of for Star Wars Battlefront are the EE3, which is the Burst Fire Assault Rifle. And the reason I've chose this first is because it has a good damage, it has good range, and a relatively good rate of fire with good cooling power. But the only doubt I have with this gun being one of the best guns in the game is that it may let you down at close range because of the fire rate. Being a burst rifle, you might not be able to get enough shots away to kill an opponent by the time they can just use a fully automatic weapon against you. The next weapon I'm going to be talking about is the E11, which has good damage, good range, medium rate of fire, but a lower cooling power, which could let you down at close range with slower cooling power and a slower rate of fire than other guns. But with its good damage and its good range, you do have a high chance if you hit all of your bullets that you will kill them really quickly because of the high damage, and then obviously with good range, you're going to be able to take them out a lot easier than a lot of people will be able to with the lower ranged guns. Now we're going to move on to the RT-97C, which is one of the heavy weapons in the game. It has a lower damage, but it has a high range and a high rate of fire with a high cooling power, which means it's an all-round effective gun at long range, because obviously with the high range you're going to be able to kill them obviously a lot easier at a larger distance. The rate of fire, you're going to be able to get a lot more of them lower damage bullets on target quickly, and a higher cooling power. Obviously if you overheat your gun, you're going to be able to decrease that heat and recharge it a lot faster than a lot of other guns, allowing you to get more bullets back on target. But the only downfall of this gun is at close range, the damage could really let you down. If you come up against a gun with a higher damage, it's going to kill you off a lot quicker than the lower damage gun will be able to do. But it's still up there just because of its high range, rate of fire and cooling power. My most suitable weapon for these long range gun battles in these largest game modes is the A2 AEC. It has an above average damage, range and rate of fire with an average cooling power. When I've used this gun all through the game, it's been incredible. At distance, it's able to get bullets on target and kill them off relatively quickly. I'm not waiting around hitting 10 bullets on target before they die. And at close range, with the quite good rate of fire, I'm hitting a lot of bullets really quickly compared to other weapons in the game. So all round, this A2 AEC is my best weapon in the game. It's the best choice for your larger game modes and even your smaller game modes, but we'll get into that in another video. Now we move on to the star cards. I've chosen 4 star cards. You can only choose 2 in the actual game, so one of these 2 will definitely do you well. The one which I 100% recommend in Star Wars Battlefront every game mode is the jump pack. It is crucial in Star Wars Battlefront. It helps you reach high up places to scout out the map really easily and really quickly. It gets you in and out of the battle really fast, so if you're taking a lot of damage and you need to get out there, hit your jump pack and you're gone. You're gone within a few seconds. Yes, you might get shot a bit while you're in the air, but it still gets you out of that damage really, really quickly. And obviously if you see a group of enemies and you're confident you can take them all on, you hit your jump pack and it gets you into the battle just as fast as it gets you out. So honestly, the jump pack is just absolutely crucial. It can do so many things for you. It can get you up on a ledge if you like to scout out the map and use your cycler rifle. And it can also get you into the battle if you're an up close and personal fighter. Next star card we have is the Ion Torpedo, which deals heavy amount of damage to vehicles like ATSTs, AT-ATs and turrets, and it can take out ground soldiers just as easy. So if you're on an objective and you see a large wave of enemies coming towards you, you hit this Ion Torpedo and you're killing a lot of them. You're going to take them out a lot faster than they can even touch you. The Ion Torpedo and the jump pack for me are really crucial. Maybe the Ion Torpedo for smaller game modes, but it's going to be just as effective in larger game modes where there's a lot of vehicles roaming around. Now, the next star card is for more the laid back player, the player who doesn't want to get into the damage too much, and that is the Pulse Cannon and the Cycler Rifle. It's up to your personal preference, whichever one of these you want. Pulse Cannon, you have to charge up the weapon. The more charge you have, the more damage it does, but the Cycler Rifle is just a straightforward sniper rifle pretty much. It's a one-shot kill if you hit them in the head. Body shots and everything like that, it's a 2-hit kill. But I imagine the Pulse Cannon fully charged is going to be a 1-hit kill pretty much anywhere. but obviously you've got that charge time, so it's kind of a letdown in that sense. These two weapons, depending on what your preference is going to help you defeat enemies at long range to keep them off of objectives. It's going to be able to push them back more, and especially if you're well hidden in a high up spot like a sniper would be in any battle, you're going to have the advantage over anyone if you're a good shot with these weapons. And also, these weapons deal a lot of damage to AT, STs, turrets, and even AT-ATs when their shields are down. So it's really up to you which one of them you choose. I prefer the cycler rifle. You unlock the pulse cannon earlier on, so I imagine a lot of people will be using that in preparation for the cycler rifle. Star card I'm going to offer you today is the Barrage, and it fires 3 grenades with a short delay fuse, which can deal damage to any vehicles and turrets as well as groups of enemies to get them off of objectives really quickly. Now, we've seen this Barrage in the survival on the beta. I've played with it a little bit. I do really like it, to be honest. If there's a lot of enemies pushing an objective, you're going to be able to take them out quickly. If you see an ATST that's pretty weak, you're going to get the kill, because if you use that Barrage smart, you use it in a good, efficient way, you're going to get a lot of bonuses pretty much from using this and helping your team win the match. So those are the best star cards in my opinion for the larger game modes. Again, a lot of these could carry over to smaller game modes, but I'll get into that in another video. And now we're going to move on to the last section of the class, which is the charged star cards. Now, the charged star cards which I've chosen are the Ion Shot, which allows you to fire ion charged bolts for a short period of time, which is extremely effective against droids, shields, vehicles, and it can easily give you an advantage in the map. If you see a turret stood there and you think, that's killing us off, it's keeping us pinned back, we're not going to be able to push forward and capture these objectives back, you activate Ion Shot, you're going to take out that turret a lot faster than if you're stood there shooting it with normal bullets or trying to get up close and personal to it. Ion Shot as well works really well for taking out a large group of enemies, so if you see a large group of enemies, you activate that and you're going to take them all out a lot easier than they're going to be able to take you out. Yes, there's more of them to shoot at you, but this Ion Shot does a lot more damage than your regular bullets. The next star card is the Scan Pulse, which is a 360 degree area scan showing all enemies around you, even if they're hidden behind objects or are just completely out of sight. Now, this is going to work extremely well on objectives, especially like on Walker Assault on Hoth, which is the one I like to reference back to. If you're in the hangar and there's enemies pushing you in from everywhere and you don't know where you're going to get shot from next, you activate the Scan Pulse. You're going to get a good idea where everyone is and be able to kill them off and pre-aim them before they actually can get anywhere near you. So I do think that is going to be really useful, especially like I said for on objectives, or if there's any indoor buildings on a map, you activate that and you've got the advantage over anyone. That is why it has made my top 4. The next star card is the Explosive Shot, which supercharges your weapon to fire explosive bolts for a short period of time. And it's going to be effective against turrets, soldiers, vehicles, and it's going to give you the advantage over the other team in close game modes. Because if you're getting pinned back again by turrets, vehicles, and the soldiers running at you from everywhere, and you have this Explosive Shot, you're going to be able to take out or cause a lot of damage to these turrets and vehicles pushing on, or take out a group of enemies pretty quickly compared to normal. The last charged star card I'm going to be talking about today is the Personal Shield. And this is going to provide cover from energy weapons, but it does provide no defense from kinetic weapons such as the cycler rifles and grenades. But it can really help you out if you're being attacked, if you're near an objective, or if you're in a small building. You just activate your shield and it's going to get you out of danger. And this just works really well with the jump pack, because obviously jump pack can get you out in and out of danger really quickly, and if you have that shield on, not much is going to be able to touch you while you're flying through the air, so that cuts out the chances of you dying while you're actually jumping out of battle. Now guys, I've chosen 4 from every single class. It's completely up to you how you personalize it, if you want to use any of these and put them all together, and you let me know the best combinations to come back. But I just wanted to give you all a variety other than telling you all to use a specific 3 things. Everyone plays different, everyone's got a different preference, so there are the best selections that I can think of for you guys to actually use in Star Wars Battlefront, especially on the bigger maps. A lot of them will work for smaller maps, but this is my preference for the Walker Assault and the Supremacy game modes. So drop a comment in the comment section below of what combination of all of these you're going to be using. Smash a like if you really enjoyed this video, and also let me know if you want me to do a best class setups possible for these smaller game modes like Hero Hunt, Hero versus Villains, Cargo, Droid Run, things like that, or even Blast, even Team Deathmatch. I'm willing to do class setups for all of them. Subscribe if you want to join the Axrora Alliance and be kept up to date with all things Star Wars, especially guides, tips and tricks, because that's what I'm going to be focusing on while this game is out, to help all of you guys improve your game and get the edge over everyone else. Other than that, it's been Axrora. It's been good fun to find out this and let you guys know my preferences for Star Wars Battlefront, and I hope they work out for you. So, we'll see you again in tomorrow's video, and other than that, may the Force be with you.